Metatalks continues. I'm Alachia,
This is Azixa.
and you're,
I am Fate.
and we're gonna do another Doctor Who streaming commentary, no, running commentary. This time we're gonna do the 50th anniversary, the Day of the Doctor, and I think we're just gonna jump right in. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna hit play on 1. So, 3, 2. Whoa, whoa,
Wait.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
Okay, try it again.
Okay,
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun,
They're using
dun.
that crazy special effect.
Yes. I forgot how they said they did it. They put a mirror up against the light, right, and had it move.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And I like how they started out with exactly like an homage to the very first episode,
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
but then it goes like straight to 1080p.
It's true.
Now, how do you go from being a doctor's, well, not really companion, but crazy doctor, impossible girl, to a school teacher?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
don't know. It's
so-
you get really bored, I guess. I don't know.
It'd be so dull.
I know. You think she would be like a journalist or something where she would be traveling around the world, not teaching second graders.
Looking for aliens.
Yeah. So she was not his companion, right? She's something completely separate from a companion.
No, she's a companion. She became his companion at the halfway point of last season, I believe.
Yeah, she wasn't very long.
No. Yeah.
She didn't seem like a proper one, though.
Yeah. Well, she was special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The not special, impossible.
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 I do.
I was not picturing his voice to sound like that. So I was very surprised. Pleasantly surprised, though. I love that, the kind of very nerdy tone, very professory. It's awesome.
His eyebrows have
Yes.
always bothered me in their almost absence.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like, he has no eyebrows, like I'm in Barry from Babylon 5. But with hair.
This part kind of cracks me up.
Yeah. Grappling hook.
Why so?
Like he realistically couldn't do anything about this.
It's true.
He absolutely could have.
Yeah.
I know he could have.
Oh, he could have.
Yeah.
It's interesting in the fact that like he acts like he, like doesn't know what's going on or doesn't have control of situations, which is usually not true.
Yeah.
I guess he's not exactly a problem solver, per se.
Oh no, he is.
Is
Yeah.
he?
He's
Well,
just
Big problem.
wacky. Yeah. Have him save the world, but not tie your shoe kind of thing.
Well,
Like,
he
get
could.
it all wrong.
He couldn't actually do anything, right? Because I mean, you can't have a police box disappearing out of nowhere, right? That'd be too much
No,
to
he still
explain.
could, because actually, police box actually it camouflages itself to the local environment. So, if he were to do things right now, it wouldn't really be there. I would think it'd be like a flock of birds or something instead. I don't know. It's like active camouflage.
But it doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't?
No, that's why it's stuck as a
Since
police
when?
box. Since the beginning, you never bothered to fix it.
Huh? I don't recall that.
Yeah. Since the beginning, like I guess he called it the circuit, the camouflage circuit or something. It broke and he never bothered to fix it
Well,
because he likes the police box.
to be fair though, I mean he can't even drive it right. I mean, because when River was on there, she was like, "Dude, you had the parking brake on all the time."
He's kind of helpless in a way.
Yeah.
I think he acts like that more than he actually is.
Yeah. I still want that scarf.
Yeah, that's a sweet spot.
Well, why?
Because it's awesome.
Isn't that Tom Baker's scar?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I see. I didn't catch that
Yeah.
reference. I was like, "Well, it is a pretty scarf."
It's
I just like pretty clothes.
It is colorful.
The Queen. First. Sorry. Elizabeth the First.
Her credentials are inside. No, inside. What's our story for this?
yes.
Darren Brown.
Yeah?
Probably sent the flowers.
British reference we don't get.
Yeah, I didn't
Go America.
sense that at all.
Yeah.
I've been in this building.
Sorry?
It's really cool because it's free.
Not you. You have a job.
Have you been in the under area where they're going now and they have all the statues and
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, totally.
excellent.
Saw the.
You saw this painting?
This
Yeah, I
painting,
saw.
for example,
In fact,
yeah.
I saw this painting. I think the downstairs of this museum is actually where there's lost and found. So it's kind of funny.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Lost and found for an entire floor or underfloor or basement.
Well, downstairs. I don't know if it's the basement.
It's a lot of lost shit.
Well,
3D oil painting.
that place sees a
So
lot of
how
action.
was this in 3D actually? Was this worth going to see or
I didn't see it in 3D.
really?
I hate
No.
3D.
I thought they were all in 3D.
We don't do 3D movies.
Mm-mm.
No.
Excellent. Good call because 3D is a sin.
Unless 3D is unless the movie is specifically made for 3D, I have no interest in seeing it. Like so, Avatar
However-
is the only thing that I wanted to see in 3D. Everything else is just it's just distracted.
I did see Jurassic Park in 3D when they re-released it, and it was actually really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
I could see that one as being good.
Yeah.
When you have a lot of things coming at you.
Yeah. And as a film, it still holds up really well.
The day he killed them all.
When I kept thinking about this, about him remembering his past but not remembering his past, it was so confusing because I kept going in these like weird paradox loops in my head about like how he would not become the Doctor at this point in time because he was not the Doctor when he was this, but he's still the Doctor.
He
But
was the War Doctor.
yeah, he was a war doctor, but and it's like, but they cut it off as like that's not really him, but it is him. So
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He just suppressed it enough to where, like, yeah, that didn't happen at all.
yeah.
Flying Daleks. Look, they fly.
How sophisticated of them.
Yes.
That's how they avoid the problem of stairs.
Box.
These people are all dressed like the people in that Riddick movie, Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah.
That planet they went on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But more bright colors, less.
Yeah, it was
black
more
and gray.
cultural,
Yeah.
culturally colored. And yet you had these RoboCop dudes. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Daleks, they're not RoboCop.
No, these guys are RoboCop.
Oh.
These guys.
Yeah.
Arcadia has fallen.
They're Time Lords.
Arcadia has fallen.
You think a civilization that had been around this long would be a little bit more sophisticated, but
Well,
especially being Time Lords, where they can pretty
it's a
much.
giant war, so I'm sure. And they've been losing, so. It took him a long time to write no more on this wall.
I thought so too.
And that really bothered me. I'm like, why is he taking so long?
Well, no, I thought he was eventually going to bust through the wall or something with it, or I thought he was going to do something, but he just etched.
Yeah.
All he did was he just graffitied. That was it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
He's a
He's breaking the law.
Like the voice of the Dalek still kills me. Like
It's awesome.
it's just like wow.
It's so distinctive, though,
It is.
at this point.
There's an episode in season 2 of the reboot, not reboot, but like continuation, where the Daleks and the Cybermen have a throwdown, and it's really, really good. Hilarious.
He
even.
actually took him out with the
Yeah.
Tardis.
So with that little tiny baby fetus thing that came out, that was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So weird.
yeah, they're kind of creepy looking.
That is
Yep.
creepy.
I guess this is somewhat significant because the Doctor was actually holding it. I don't think he'd ever done that before. He refused to.
To kill a Dalek?
No, use a
Well,
gun.
no, just even holding a gun
Oh.
all through the entire series.
Mm.
Well,
Because I think there was something with that with the Master. Remember,
yeah.
where he refused.
And then in I think it was series 5 of the continuation where he's facing down the Weeping Angels and has a gun then, but I believe pointed at a camera or something.
Oh.
Or something, I don't know. Remember, it's been a while since I watched it.
That is pretty significant then, because like character-wise, that's huge. That would be like Batman killing or Superman
Exactly. I
or
was
Superman
gonna say-
killing.
Be like Superman breaking someone's neck.
That,
Spoilers.
It wasn't Superman. It wasn't Superman.
That was some dumbass alien
Amen. Amen.
from another planet not called Krypton.
Sure.
Morons.
Keep expecting Princess Amidala to walk in at any minute here.
No.
Yes.
Look at that, his outfit.
Jar
However,
Jar.
his armor is really cool, actually. I like General's armor.
It's
He's
not
afraid
really
of the
armor.
I would
Alex.
cosplay as that, actually.
It's
but
not armor.
It's he's a general. He's in fighting wars.
That's true. But I mean,
like
talking about
anime armor.
the lace metallic thing,
Yeah.
that thing.
Well,
That's,
those guys aren't. I think they're like politicians or some. Some
Yeah.
shit.
They look more like politician type people.
Yeah.
This looks like future Rome.
why would they have used the moment a long time ago for their own advantage?
Well, if I remember correctly, what it does is it traps everything in that space and time in its own little vortex. So it's not really like it's not really going to do anything other than trap the Daleks and Time Lords in a continuous battle forever.
What their
Which is what
weapon?
confused me a lot. Yeah, because
No, it destroys it.
no, it doesn't. Because in what was it? End of season 3 of the continuation, Gallifrey escapes out of the time vortex and comes out and is going to wage
No.
war again.
No, you're right, but they didn't use the weapon to trap them.
This is what the Doctor is doing.
No, he's
This is how he
just-
ends that war. No, this is how he ends the war. I'm pretty sure this is what he is. This is actually happening.
No, his
but
plan is to destroy it all, not trap them. But they came up with the plan to trap them instead.
His original history is that he killed everyone on Gallifrey.
Yeah, this is a weapon,
This-
but he ends up not using it.
Yeah, he ends up not using it, and they end up using the TARDISes instead, and then they trap him in the vortex. So that's becomes
So what happened in the series from the reboot on is what they do now, or like in this episode?
Yes.
Because
Yes, I think so.
because my thought was that they're actually aborting what they did in the time in between 8 and 9.
well,
But-
he is aborting what he did between 8 and 9. But I don't know, because I haven't watched the series. I don't know what the continuous line, I don't know that episode that you guys are talking about where the Time Lord escapes from the
Yeah.
whatever. If that was a separate instance from this situation, or if this
Well,
if this ties into
because-
that.
Because he traps both the Daleks and the Time Lords. That's how he solves the war. But what at the end of
But
this
he
episode, he just traps the Time Lords. So
That's true. He does take the.
stupid timey-wimey bullshit.
He does take the. That's right. He does just
So
only
it's
put
Gallifrey.
Gallifrey
And the
in
Daleks
the.
all destroy each other.
Yes.
So it's
So I'm not sure which reality is correct.
yeah. I don't know. It's now it's going now. I am all in doubt, and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Well, It makes sense up until the point you told me about the episode between 8 and 9, but I don't know
Well,
if
there
they
was an
created
episode
this
actually.
as a result of that
It was
or.
just an implied like, hey, here's what happens thing, and now Nine is the this war-hardened veteran who
Mhm.
blah 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 blah.
Yeah, because the 11th Doctor, or whatever, Matt Smith,
Yeah.
he remembers killing everyone on Gallifrey.
Well,
So does
and
Tennant.
well, but watching those back episodes, it wasn't really an actual literal killing. It was a figurative killing. They basically trapped them all in a perpetual end of reality existence, I guess.
No, I don't think he would be as upset about that if he just trapped
Oh.
them as opposed to obliterating them. Because she makes it very clear that he kills them. Like, they all die. Like, she blows them all to high hell.
Well, because we don't actually see this thing actually used, we don't really know what it does. Yes,
Oh, okay.
it's,
No, I'm
it's,
actually
it's the Galaxy Eater.
I'm reading the I'm reading Wikipedia about it. It actually, yeah, he basically it's a galaxy eater, destroys the entire galaxy. That's what he did.
Hmm.
So,
Um,
how do they explain the episode where the Time Lords come out of the vortex? Escape out of
Yeah, that was the
may-
end of season 3.
Maybe that was their doing and not his.
Well, yeah, no, they got out of it because they implanted a thing
But
inside the
how did they get
master.
out of it when they're dead?
It was the mat. No, they weren't dead. They were trapped.
What?
No, they're dead.
If you
No, they
destroy a
weren't.
galaxy, they're not trapped,
That
they're dead.
bullshit. They're not dead. They were
Well,
trapped.
okay, those guys were trapped, but
But he thought he killed him. This is what this weapon does. It just destroys the galaxy. I don't know what it says about that particular episode. I don't remember what it's called.
this chick's eyebrows make up for Matt Smith's lack of eyebrows.
Billy Piper does have giant eyebrows.
Yeah.
And she was Tennant's companion,
Yep.
Rose
And 9, actually, too.
She was-
So she was 9 and 10.
Eccleston.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where she came about.
Hmm.
She was being attacked by mannequins.
What? Okay, don't explain. Just, I'll accept that and move on.
It's true.
Living plastic.
Yeah, I mean, because it wouldn't be that big a deal. She'd be sitting here going, "Oh, you're going to trap them in a place where they can just fight, continue on their fight in a parallel dimension." It's like not the same as, "Oh, those children are gonna die," which is totally different.
No,
than-
they're all gonna die. They're effed.
yeah.
Tangle in time through the days to come to the man of today will make reveal.
I do like the fact that they used an old guy to represent the younger version of the Doctor. It's really
Yeah.
cool. It's like really hits the spot of like the idea of his reincarnations and his lives.
Elizabeth's credentials. Proof that the letter is from her. It's not why we're here.
My dearest love, I hope the painting known as Gallifrey Falls will serve as proof that it is your Elizabeth who writes to you now. You will recall that you pledged yourself to the safety of my kingdom. In this capacity, I have appointed you as curator of the Undergallery, where deadly danger to England is locked away. Should any disturbance occur,
Deadly danger to England.
it is my wish that you be silent.
Not the universe. Or the world. Just England.
Just England.
It's very insular.
Easy to show.
I love elements like this where he calls himself, and you just know because, like, you know from watching other sci-fi shows, like, he's like,
Yeah.
but how can that be you? And you know it's gonna come back later, and then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that part.
I just saw you.
It's like that's why I love Space Time Continuum episodes so much from Star Trek. They're so fun.
When it, yeah, it is. When it's done well too.
Mhm.
Okay, so apparently, when the Doctor steals the moment, that device, the head of the Time Lord, the Resilient, he becomes aware of this, and also
Yeah.
it become to where the entire event around that time has become time locked, and so no time traveler can actually escape out of or into that moment in time. So they implant in the master a way to get out. So apparently, the end of season 3 is them as pulling themselves out of this moment to avoid this event, which I had
Okay.
no idea because that is now just a new thing as introduced by this episode. So,
Yeah, I figured it was something like that.
time travel, y'all get weird.
Now, why is the Doctor just chilling out here with the Queen? Is this what he does?
That's
He just like
what he does.
he's like
Yeah,
a
that's what he
Captain
does.
Kirk.
Well,
Yep.
well, he thinks it's an
Leia.
alien. He thinks it's an alien.
Oh, so he thinks he's like trying to get to the alien. He's
He's
using.
saving England right now. He's saving England. In his mind.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just. You know.
Well, he does just go on wacky adventures, but the Doctor is historically, I mean, since the reboot, he's fairly asexual, so it's really sad and awful and terrible. So a romance is a thing he didn't really do.
Oh, later he does.
Well, yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Oh, River.
I like his machine. It's like
That goes
it's a
ding.
1980s like walkie-talkie.
Yes.
Maybe even
Machine that goes-
1960s.
That's why a lot of the stuff is very steampunkish.
Yeah, it is.
It's his grunge phase, remember? Grunge phase.
Yes.
I'd share my throne too. It's the Doctor.
These things are not exactly the most fearsome
These-
creatures in the world.
These things are also apparently really good kissers, though. So
Yeah.
that's
Well, they have a lot of
I didn't-
suction.
They have a lot of suction.
how the mind races.
I thought they cast a really good Queen of England
Yeah.
for this show. Horrible for the Queen of England overall, but for the
Perhaps
show,
this is
perfect.
actually what she was like.
No,
You don't know
I
that.
do. I've read enough wiki to know.
No, you're a time
This
traveler.
actually,
You're a damn
this
time
actually-
lord.
this actually happened.
Yeah,
Don't you know?
yeah, you're right. I was erased out of American history books. I should know better.
It was.
America.
But it is the rabbit.
What? Behind the rabbit? No. It is the rabbit.
rabbit.
Very shifty-eyed rabbit.
He's so cute.
Basically just a
Just a general warning.
I love Tennant so much.
Yeah, he was an awesome doctor.
He's definitely really good. I like his cadence.
Yeah, I was sad to him go, but Matt Smith does a good job too. I was pleasantly surprised.
She's me! Doctor, she's me! I am indeed.
Pointing his little gadget. Which one? Obviously, it's not that good of a gadget. Just a general 20 yard proximity.
Enough
It's a better antenna.
Before arranging one. One might surmise that the creature would learn quickly to protect itself from any simple means of detection. Clearly you understand the creature better than I, but then you have the advantage.
He saves them both.
A fez.
Yeah.
Which doctor wore the fez?
Oh, that'll be 11. Smith.
Oh, Smith wore the fez?
Yep.
Was it before that?
Nope.
Oh.
He wore a fez and a cowboy hat. He loves him some hats.
Oh. This was a bit confusing with the sand stuff.
Is it important?
They explain it later.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh.
at
And it
first,
shows all. Yeah.
yeah, first you're like, because it doesn't look like debris. You know what I mean? Or like stone
Yeah.
debris. It looks like it's just the whole thing's covered in it, like it came that
Yeah.
way.
Well, and in retrospect, we know she's not human, but when Kate Stewart Lethbridge walked in, it should have been like, "Hey, there shouldn't be like dust here."
Hmm.
But now we know it's because she's not
Yeah.
human.
No. And I want a desk. Get a team. Analyze the stone dust. Inhaler.
I'd have an asthma attack too if he winked at me.
Blowfish.
So why would the Fez be in this thing? It makes no sense.
Just because they're funny.
And because it's an artifact of the Doctor's like history, so perhaps it's the first Fez he wore at the end of season 5.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. It's a guess.
See, I've seen enough CSI that this scene right here was like not done very well because the whole like glass breaking inside versus outside, all they did was just show glass breaking both ways, but you really couldn't tell the cut, like lines where they're about to show the glass breaking. It's like in
This is how
CSI,
physics works.
in CSI they show like the actual like the writing like going one way.
Oh, but he can see it.
But I know, of course, he can see. He knows everything, right? He doesn't need science. He is science.
Somebody's got out of the painting.
Does he use a cell phone?
No.
Oh.
This place has been searched.
I wonder how he contacts people with his
Well,
police box.
he showed it. Yeah, no, it's on the outside of the box.
Mhm. What if he's outside and he needs to contact someone?
Is it to do with
Then he's kind of SOL.
I remember this. Almost remember.
Have Tennant and Matt Smith been in the same episode ever before? This is the
Nope.
first time.
No,
Nope.
not that I know of. I don't think.
Nope. They have not. Tennant and who was it? The actor's name. I forget it. It blanks. They got the celery. They were in the same episode before.
The doctor before Tennant?
No, that was
Eccleston.
the guy with the celery was 5 or 6. Yeah, somewhere there. There was a mini episode in between seasons 3 and 4 called Time Crash, where they were there together.
This part is awesome. He like
True.
upgraded himself.
Yeah. I own both of those.
You do?
Both of those, actually. Yep, I do. I own them both.
You're one of the
Serious?
1,000
Yep.
per day guys.
Yeah, I own.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they sell
Pen
it.
is actually a pen too. It's actually-
Sonic Screwdriver sells 1,000 per day. That's crazy.
Yep. You were the guy in the theater waving at the screen, weren't
Yeah.
I didn't see it in theaters, so quit rubbing it in, please.
I like
It
how
hurts.
Matt Smith is like, oh, skinny, proper skinny, but like, isn't he
He's super
like
skinny too.
freaking thin as rails? Like
Yeah.
they're both tiny.
Elizabeth, whichever one of you is the real one, turn and run in the opposite direction to the other one.
Of course, my love.
It's kind of interesting always trying to remember that he's like looking at a version of himself like almost 400 years beforehand.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
it all seems familiar, but like probably like it's like reliving like something that happened 400 years ago. Must be insane. That
Yeah.
you experienced 400 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a long time too.
Yeah, I mean, 5 years is like a long time for me.
It's like, oh yeah, 10-year high school reunion. No.
Can you come back through? Physical passage may not be possible in both directions. Hang on. Fizzing coming!
Vanishing Fez.
I do like that
Another
they all
planet.
wear the same outfit this entire episode. A lot of TV shows or movies tend to like have them do outfit changes like 6 times in a day, and you're like, no, they're in the middle of a fucking adventure. They don't have time to change clothes. I thought this was the time that she got, like, that indicates that she just got, you know,
That's a good point, actually.
copied,
That's
yeah.
a good point.
Yeah, maybe.
So then she just actually bad at her job.
Yeah, probably.
Head of science, etc.,
I
etc.
think we found a plot hole. Good job.
Go us.
Yes, I know. There's two of us. I'm reversing it, you're reversing it back again. We're confusing the polarity.
Confusing.
Anyone lose a fez?
I love John Hurt's voice. It is so amazing.
His hair makes me very, very happy. I love his hair.
Yes.
It's like I'm an old guy, but
I
fancy
still
hair.
have time to chill.
I still have.
His companions? To be fair, that's kind of like a really good poke at the whole asexual thing.
True, it is. God, I love John Hurt.
Even that one.
Yes. Having a midlife crisis.
Stroke. It's more a stroke.
Screwdrivers like that. They're scientific instruments, not water pistols. Posh, gravelly things. Brave words, Dick Van Dyke. Encircle them.
Haha.
Which of you is the doctor? The Queen of England is bewitched. I would have the doctor's head.
Matt Smith. Going from direction to direction with his stupid sonic screwdriver.
What is that?
The witch.
The weird thing is that, like, out of all of them, though, the one that seems the most kind of youngish and childish and lighthearted is Matt Smith,
Yeah.
which he's the oldest one,
Yeah.
so it doesn't seem.
Well, it's because he's forgot all the awful thing that happened to him.
Yeah,
He's
he's
repressed
the
them all.
furthest from everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they're
true.
saying he's the one that forgot everything.
Yep.
Would you mind telling these
He moved on.
assholes to get themselves be gone?
What he said.
Just a tiny bit more colour.
I love Clara. Clara.
Mortals, off you what? Or I'll turn you all into frogs.
Bronx. Nice, you heard her.
Doctor, what's going on?
It's, timey-wimey thing.
So that's a Matt Smith thing, timey-wimey.
Nope, it's 10.
Oh, it
That's a 10
is.
thing. Yep. That's why he's like, oh, I got no idea.
How tremendously
Wait,
brave.
10 is tenant.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he's trying to look.
Like he doesn't know what the hell's.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Trying to impress 8.5, I guess.
8.5.
Will there be Wi-Fi? Yes. No.
Yes. No.
What the hell are sand shoes?
He wears Chuck Taylors.
Okay. Why do they call
So-
them sand shoes?
I don't know, but I own like 4 pairs, so.
Oh, really?
You wear them.
I
In,
do.
You wear them in the desert.
Yep. Yeah?
Do you wear them with a suit and a tie
I don't own a suit.
with your hair
In
gelled?
the desert.
I don't own gel either.
Well, you should get some
No, screw
and
that.
a bow tie.
I would wear a bow tie, actually. I really would.
Learned how to tie a bow tie.
It's tricky, actually. It's tricky.
It is.
I watched Bill Nye's tutorial on it, and it was like, ugh.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
In fact, I met him last year, and it was great.
Where at?
He came to the Nebraska Science Festival.
Oh.
He was
Awesome.
our like a guest of awesome. He held the door for me. I'm like, oh, you're delightful. I love you, Bill Nye. It's my childhood come to life.
I really love how they decided to do it. As tragic as it was for the first Doctor to go, the way that they decided to carry it on and give each Doctor a
Yeah.
new character is just brilliant.
It's a
Yeah, it
brilliant
was.
idea. Yep.
Yeah, it'd be like being able to carry on MacGyver, but then like have MacGyver change personality so
You
you're not
can't
bored.
replace
So you're
him.
not bored. You can
That is
replace the
Richard Dean
Doctor.
Anderson, and he was
You,
amazing.
you can replace the
is.
Doctor. You can replace MacGyver.
I loved him in Stargate.
Yep, exactly.
I couldn't watch him because he'd been in MacGyver. I was like, that's MacGyver. I can't watch
Stargate's
this.
so SG-1's so good.
Yep.
That's some good
One's amazing.
sci-fi there.
The rubber suits are just like, because it's not they don't try too hard because they make it
Yeah.
just so it's like it's a rubber suit. Like you kind of you can forgive it because like it's just obviously like not supposed to be believable.
It's the
I think I
BBC.
saw these guys in the Japanese
Yeah.
anime at one point.
Yeah. Well,
Tentacle
it's
porn.
like the Daleks
Yes.
are the big evils of all time, and like I'm not really that scared of Daleks at all. Not even a little bit.
Nope. Little egg beaters.
And they have plungers.
Yeah, the
Plungers
plunger
are-
and the egg beater is the best. It's
Egg
like
beater and a plunger.
the prop guy. I would have killed to go back in time and watch the prop guy on that day. What do we have?
Like,
What do we have?
So
Just pulling
how
shit
do I
from the
build a
closet.
robot? What do we have?
And after
Plunger
watching
and-
that BBC documentary drama,
Yeah.
like the guy kept saying no robots,
Yeah.
no robots. It's like
And to be fair, they aren't robots.
yeah,
They're
technically,
little
but technically they kind
octopi
of.
guys.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, they're in the new sci-fi world considered
Yeah.
robots though, because if you use artificial parts, you're still kind of robot. Like RoboCop is, not all robot, but it's still a robot.
He's a cyborg.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
Cyborg.
So they're kind of like
So
really crappy cyborgs.
crappy. Yeah. Yes, they are. How do you make something TARDIS proof?
No idea.
Find that questionable.
I don't believe the humans could actually do that.
I can.
I don't think we're that smart.
It's one of those leap of faith you just have to take in the story.
Yeah, we're that smart at least.
Yeah, and like how they put the little neon tubes right there,
Yeah.
because that's a BBC classic moment right there. The little red neon tubes, like they don't even try to make it look like something
Yeah.
fancy, like that's supposed to protect the glass from something. It's just nope, those are neon tubes right there. Your imagination needs to just stretch.
It's for lighting.
Yeah.
True.
They want the time travel device well lit.
Just so you know exactly what to go after when you're in that room. What should we go
It's-
after?
it's
Oh
from
yes,
Jack
the one
Harkness.
thing
He
that's
is the
highlighted. Look, you can even see the wiring for the tube.
It's
I like how
them,
they
they're on a
flashed the.
budget.
I like how they flashed the painting already
Yeah.
in the room.
And they owe Apple money now.
Yes, for that click.
Yep.
That was an expensive click.
Ugh.
That's
Ugh. Unnecessary.
Suckers.
Yeah, why did he have to spit up? That's so 1980s sci-fi special effects. That's next gen shit right there.
Activation code, right?
How'd she have reception down there?
I think
Apple's not that good. Not that good.
They have Verizon repeaters.
Well, they have better phone service
Giant
in
security hole right there.
they have better phone service
It's
in the
Tardis
UK.
proof, but not
Yes.
Verizon proof.
What is it that is ashamed of being a grown-up? What are you both looking at?
In a way, that kind of makes sense. Him saying that, ashamed of being a grown up, kind of like he's trying to write off the fact that he had to do grown up things in the past. So now he just wants to have fun and forget that he destroyed a planet. I mean, galaxy.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of being a grown up, so.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I love. I love how. I mean, okay, so 10 is a sad doctor because he's, well, like, I killed a bunch of people thing, and I love him for it. Love sad doctor.
So he's actually sad. He doesn't seem sad.
Oh, he masks it quite well, and actually, in a lot of 10's episodes, he is always very, very sad. Always.
Oh, you mean David Tennant?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He seems so quirky and
Well,
Fun.
he's quirky and fun, but it's a mask for a lot of.
Yeah. You can tell it's interesting, like how they do it.
hmm.
And in all that time, you never even wondered how many there were. You never once counted. Tell me, what would be the point?
2.47 billion.
You did count.
Lots of people.
the coincidence of the three different ages
But you could forget something like that.
is pretty awesome. It's like if
Yeah.
you were to be able to talk to yourself when you're 16 and 5.
And yet, though, it has to reverse in age, though. Because Matt Smith is like 27 or so,
Mhm.
and yet he's the oldest doctor of them all, so
Yep.
it's really interesting reversal.
hmm I wonder why they chose to use Rose as the moment. Just to bring her back, I guess? Just instead of
there was a
introducing a new
post-
character.
There was a post that I interviewed Stephen Moffat about it, and I don't recall what he said exactly, but he explained why he chose to bring Rose up in this manner instead of the actual character or whatever. So
I guess they wanted to bring her back in some aspects, but
Yeah.
not have to bring her back.
correct.
There wouldn't be a reason, really.
No,
Her storyline's kind of finished.
exactly.
400 years.
Yeah.
At a software level. And device.
It's like when he said that, I was like, at the software level, they're all the same device. Like in 1,000
No upgrades at
no
all.
upgrades, and I'm like, what?
It's just that good.
Yeah, we
I want that software.
No bugs.
Yeah. Who programs those?
He did.
I don't know. I don't know. I trust him actually to program my device.
Still going.
It's kind of cool. These kind of moments are like this in Looper, but way worse
Yeah.
situations.
Yes.
But something's happening right now. watch your skin.
And then there's Clara, who is the most clever. I love her so much.
I do like that they made her have a lot of kind of wit and character,
Yeah.
and not just this dumb emo girl that a lot of chicks are in series these days.
Yeah, they pick really good people for the companions and side characters,
Yep.
supporting.
Except Donna. I hate Donna. Fuck her.
Which one's that?
That was in the season 4. The very
Oh, that's right.
old out and loud British
I
woman.
totally forgot about her.
God, I hate Donna Noble so much.
She wasn't around that long.
In just one season, and she took me. Because of her, it took me 8 months to watch that entire season because I just did not like her. She was loud and awful.
Those creatures, they turn themselves into copies. They need to keep the original alive. Refresh the image, so to speak.
Let me explain the plot and development in 2 seconds so that you guys can all understand what's going on. Thank you for
It's like an
clarifying.
Afghan at my grandma's house.
It's like a tea cozy.
It'd be a really fun thing to wear. Cosplay.
The time warp. A new home is required. So they want this one? Not yet. Far.
Yeah.
Zygons are used to a certain level of comfort.
Why are these creatures here?
Because I say they should be. It is time you too were translated.
Aw, snap.
Observe this. I believe you will find it fascinating.
It's pretty amazing what you can do with a little bit of lights going off and some whizzing noises.
It's true.
Yeah, and like a piece of glass.
Yeah, a little bit of Christmas light on the side there. You see that?
I know on the left. Yes.
But you know,
Chili lights even.
it's like it works.
Yes, they look like chili lights. little peppers.
Yeah.
I want my baby back.
Baby back.
They're still doing paintings in the undergallery, like cuppa soups, except you had time.
See, cup of soups didn't make sense to me.
Really?
No.
Aw, they're so good. No, actually, they're not at all. They're terrible, but
It's like a pantry thing, or you know,
it's what poor college students eat.
that's ramen.
It's it's been the same thing.
Oh,
Except
don't
it's in a
think-
cup.
I don't think they're the
Yeah.
same.
Well, no,
Same
they are,
principle,
because
but not the same
they actually
taste.
have ramen in actually styrofoam cups, which actually is the ones are the ones I prefer. And they are called the cup of soup. So it's just ramen is in the styrofoam cup. So
Because it's not my plan. And I am the real Elizabeth.
and her breath is awful because she's British.
Yes, they don't brush
That's
their
just
teeth.
how it goes over there. Damn it, Ken.
Dead in the forest. I am accustomed to taking precautions.
Hot.
These Zygon creatures never even considered that it was me who survived rather than their own commander.
I was like, ooh, cool plot twist. Subtle, but good.
I may have the
And you know, it's one of those Bravo Queen Elizabeth ones. You know, like, yeah, that's right. That's
And
more
also
like her.
my kingdom is in peril. Doctor, can I
You know
rely
what?
on your service?
I need my TARDIS.
It has been procured already.
It has been procured already.
And here comes the fun stuff. Now here are my absolute awesome, most favorite parts of the episode actually begin.
Really?
Yes, because Clara is adorable here, and then the cool stuff begins.
Him marrying the queen is cool stuff.
No, Clara's cool, and then it gets cool. But, I mean,
After
it's
the kissing
all
part.
cool. You know, I'd be a little scared of her, actually, to be fair.
I love how he wears the brightest shoes.
Yeah.
They're not bright. They're just white.
They're
Tan.
bright.
They are Chuck Taylor All-Stars.
They always flash with a suit.
I wore yellow Chucks today, actually.
To match your shirt. Very stylish.
I got the shirt actually out there because
Oh.
it was a.
This part's awesome.
Yes, it is. Again, see, awesome stuff begins now.
The round things.
The round.
Love them. No idea. Makes me so happy.
My favorite bit was the part where they met up in the forest.
Oh, yeah, with the glasses, like, oh.
Yes, that was my favorite part. Although I mean, some of this stuff is kind of cute too. But
Okay. So you've heard about them.
Unit, the Tower of London.
Stupid unit. That would make things worse.
Are they essential part of the show?
No.
Okay.
They crop up occasionally.
It would be pretty awesome if like You have to explore that room.
Yeah.
I love it when
Oh, that'd be really fun.
I love it when episodes like add little elements like that that make you like go like, man, it'd be awesome to
Yeah.
like see more of that.
Well, it's like the thing he held in his hand there, actually. A little green device thing.
Hmm.
It was actually Eleven's previous companion. It was her sonic probe from like one episode only. So it was there. A lot of nods here and there to.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did this probe do?
It was like a sonic screwdriver, but it was a probe instead. I don't know. It's basically the
I
same.
don't know. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
She built it herself, and
Hey, there was a Dalek in there,
yeah,
chilling.
it's case anyway.
Yeah.
I like that they have the little the old timey
Yeah.
film recording reels or audio recording reels. I'm like, do it, do it.
Blow it all
Just
the.
for
Blow it
everything.
up. She's got balls though
She does.
to be able to be like, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna
But
freaking
she didn't realize that stone dust did not belong there.
nope.
So she has balls, but no brains.
Yep. Maybe she hadn't been in there in a long time.
America.
She's not head of security. She's just
She's head of science.
head of science. It's different. There's a whole different thing. I mean, you can have developers who know how to program the most absurd amount of code, and then like you ask them like how to actually turn on their computer, and they're like, what?
Yeah, that's actually
I
a fair
don't-
point to make. Yeah, no, that's true.
Exactly. What is cup of soup?
Easy to show.
I always think these paintings are fake though,
Yeah.
because I'm like, how could they possibly just have all these really amazing paintings just out in the open for people just, and it's public, so anyone can come in and just take a spray paint and go. Whoosh.
But
Guess
why
no one's
would-
ever done that.
No, I don't know.
See again.
They could. There's no
total
glass.
outside the box. Bone outside the box.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. Why would he do that? So
He's
Primitive.
analog.
he is analog, just like that tape recorder. What is that? What analog tape recorder? Why is it even spinning? What are they recording?
So they don't hack it.
like-
No one can hack it.
I couldn't. I would have no idea. I'm like, nope.
Hanging out.
This is awesome. One of my
Dalek
favorites.
mid-explosion. Oh, plunger.
It's true. No. Here we go. Awesome thing coming up. There we go. Ah!
I thought it wasn't a weapon. It's like
They're
more like a
always-
force field in a way.
It looks really cool.
Those
That's the
Daleks,
important
man,
part.
their physics just don't work for them.
No.
They have such a disadvantage.
It's tiny.
The obligatory group
God,
walk
that's
scene.
awesome. You don't shit on this. It's awesome.
They should have done a head-on though.
It's true.
Also, show enough.
Kate, Lethbridge, Stewart.
The countdown can only be halted at my personal command. There's nothing you can do.
He looks pissed.
Not even for three of you.
You're about to murder millions of people.
To save
Save
billions.
billions.
How many times have you made that calculation?
It's the UK. Nobody cares about it.
It's an island that always survives apocalypses anyway, so
Precisely.
it'll be fine.
Because I got it wrong, I'm going to make you get it right.
How?
Any second now, you'll stop that countdown. Both of you together. And then you're going to negotiate the most perfect treaty of all time. Safeguards all round, completely fair on both sides. And to keep it perfect.
They kind of left this part on its own. Like they were like, we're not gonna explain how they actually figured it out. We're just gonna let it go off and assume they did.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, you're right.
Or maybe they stayed in that room forever
Yeah.
until they both died and it
You
didn't
just
matter.
can't leave. Yeah, they saved Britain again.
The United Kingdom.
Again. Yet again.
It's funny, isn't it? If I'm a Zygon, then my clothes are a Zygon too, so as if I was a shoe or something.
It sucks that they have to take on the disabilities of the Zygons. I mean, their forms that they copy as well.
It's true. That would suck.
It's one of those board
Cyberman.
things.
Old companions.
It's granddaughter.
Uh-huh.
I like this. The chair is very Morpheus.
Yeah.
I think they stole that chair from Morpheus. Except it's taller, I guess. I like how that chair, of all chairs, is in that room.
The doctor, my doctor. He's always talking about the day he did it. The day he wiped out the Time Lords to stop the war. You wouldn't. Because you haven't done it yet. It's still in your future.
I'm very sure of yourself.
He regrets it. I see it in his eyes every day. He'd do anything to change it.
The whole time I was thinking here, there's no way he can change it though, because then none of the doctors would exist the same way. But then they figured out a way to do it, so I was like, wow. I was impressed.
And they forget.
Yes. Yep.
They all forget.
That was a very nice caveat to add to make it
Yep.
work.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Like, oh, by the way, all this shit just happened?
You will not
have
remember.
no idea in like 2 minutes.
Because otherwise it would be like the stupid new Star Trek thing where it just wipes out all the canon that previously existed for the last 50 years.
It's a separate timeline.
Yeah, it's a separate timeline.
Fuck Star Trek. I hate Star Trek so much.
I'm ready.
Who's there? Who are you talking to?
There was no portal.
And I love
And
it.
also, the actual button, it's a rose.
You wanted a big red brush.
It's a rose. Yeah.
No more darlings.
Your sound isn't working. As I said.
I was sure when I came in here. There is no other way.
You've seen the new moon become.
Those men. He's strong.
They were you.
No. They are the doctor.
You're the doctor too.
You're scrolling, like you're loading.
Great men.
Oh, okay, now you're there. Say something.
Nope.
Uh-uh.
It's a privilege of
You're muted. I mean, there's no sound coming.
the cost.
How do you know that button's a rose?
Because
doesn't look
looks
like one.
a rose?
No, it
looks like
doesn't.
a rose. Yes, it does.
No, it looks like a lotus.
It looks like a rose.
Looks like a lotus. It looks nothing like a
Oh.
rose. Looks like a black lotus, exactly.
It fits with the story.
No, he just wanted a big red button.
No, you're wrong. It is, yes, it is red. Also a rose. Haha.
Mm-mm.
I can hear you through her,
Yeah.
not through you.
No. Try to drop the call and come back in. Or I can invite you in.
Shall we pause?
No, keep it going.
Yeah.
He should be able to come back.
Here is my favorite part.
I told you he hasn't done it yet.
Really?
I know all of you. This is for me.
Say something?
Say something?
Yeah, there
Hello?
you go.
Oh,
Now
there
you're
we
back.
go.
You're back.
Okay, good.
That is through.
I'm back.
Try not to move too much.
Yay!
I'm back.
This is actually
That's
my
totally a
least
rose.
favorite. No, it's not!
Yes, it is.
Hi-
See the petals.
Have you guys
It's
never
the-
seen
yes,
a
it
rose
is!
before?
It's the petals. It's signifying,
No,
you know. It's
a
like
rose is
rose.
overlapping petals. Rose does not split out like that. It's not a rose. You guys have no idea what a rose is.
It fits
It's-
with
it's a-
the story.
Okay, it's a Black Lotus.
Okay, it's a red lotus.
Tap it for red mana.
It's a lily, actually. I'm gonna say it's a lily.
Fine.
Just to be
I-
contrary.
I can accept Lily.
But it
No
completely
ball.
ruins the story.
No, I hated this part actually. This is my,
No,
it
it's
was-
so
it
good.
was
This whole
too-
scene is amazing.
Too dramatically like sad and
You're wrong.
I mean I liked it, but it was hard for me to watch because it was like he was gonna help himself commit genocide.
Yeah,
It was like
Yeah.
pretty much.
oh,
I do
is
it
sad.
too.
it was really sad. I was like, oh man.
Then Claire was like, "Hey, no, knock that shit off. Knock it off. Y'all are smarter than this."
But they weren't. She was.
Exactly. See, and the weird thing is, okay, so he says, yeah, very shortly, like, I've had a lot of time to think about this, and yet he has his hand on the fucking button right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, you apparently didn't think about it too much. She had to cry, make you see a thing, and then you could do it.
Make you see a thing.
Bullshit. Still a great scene. Doesn't make any sense.
Maybe that's how Doctor Who works. It's like
Yeah.
it makes no sense, but it's good.
Exactly. It's all of Doctor
It does
Who.
make sense.
Not really.
In a wibbly wobbly.
If you have to
thing.
forgive a lot of like
Yeah, you do.
facts and
It's
things.
totally makes sense. It's a rose.
It's a lily.
Those like action scenes right there are straight out of like freaking Judge Dredd from the 1980s.
We should reenact
90s.
It reminds me of Firefly, the first episode,
Oh yeah.
where they're fighting on the planet.
Mhm. I was turned off by that. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be some cheesy crap. But then they switched gears so fast. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
And they turned you off
Beginning-
that.
the beginning was very different from the rest of it.
Yeah.
There was.
Any old idiot can be a hero.
Be a doctor. Haha.
So vague and yet so telling.
So
Very profound.
yay, it's snowing ash.
Yay, Snow Ash.
And there's just these like
Snash. It's a snash.
culverts everywhere, just hanging out in the middle of the street.
Ropes, that seem very impractical, actually. I still wear them, but they're not really practical at all.
Maybe it's cold.
That's fair. Well, yeah, it's snowing ash, so it'd be cold or hot. I don't know.
See, that's what I was asking. How are you gonna change your own personal history without being not yourselves anymore?
It gets weird.
I know, but then they make it work.
No, yeah. You go. By the way, I forget. Ja.
Like how he has to like use the thing to put it back down.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
But there's something those billion Tardis.
And now there's a collective memory thing here, which I don't get still.
This time there's three of us.
Oh! Oh! Yes, that is good! That is brilliant! Oh! I'm getting that too! That is brilliant!
I've been thinking about it for centuries.
She didn't just show me any old future. She told me exactly the future I needed to see. Now you're getting it.
Hey?
Oh, bad wolf girl, I could kiss.
Bad wolf.
Sorry, did you just say bad wolf?
So what are we doing? What's the plan?
The Dalek fleet is surrounding
Bad wolf.
Gallifrey, firing on it constantly.
Skytrench is hold, but what of the whole planet?
I understand like between
Bit of an acid.
8.5s and 11 doctors will understand like what's going on with and then bring their Daleks and stuff, but they go all the way to the first Doctor.
Where would Gallifrey
Yep.
I'm not sure how
They
that
just
works.
called them up. It's like, hey, by the way, we need you. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't think they can call themselves.
They can. They've done it before.
Oh, they have? Oh.
They have.
Hmm. They have like a direct dial to my
Time
past.
travel. It just happens.
Yes.
I'd like to dial my 16-year-old self.
There are 3 of them in person. Of course they can do it.
What's the mad fool talking about now?
Hello, hello. Gallifrey High Command. This is the Doctor speaking. Hello, also the Doctor. Can you hear me? Also the Doctor. Standing ready.
All my worst nightmares.
It's so interesting the way that they mix this technology, and yet the architecture they used for the design set is so primitive,
Yeah.
ancient.
Yeah.
3 Tardises into your lower atmosphere. We're positioned at equidistant intervals around the globe. Equidistant, so
The white things.
We're going to freeze Gallifrey. I'm sorry. What? Using our Tardises, we can freeze Gallifrey at a single moment in time. You know, like those stasis cubes? Single moment in time held in a parallel pocket universe. Except we're going to do it to a whole planet. And all the people on it.
What? Even if that were possible, which it isn't, why would you do such a thing?
Because the alternative is burning. I've seen that. And I never want to see it again.
We'd be lost in another universe. Frozen in a single moment. We'd have nothing.
You would have
As a Time Lord, that does sound like an awful fate.
It does, yes.
Delusional. The calculations alone would take
But they have.
I think I would rather die.
hundreds, but don't worry.
But I think I would rather die anyways. So.
Morning to War Council of Gallifrey. This is the Doctor.
You might say I've been doing this all my lives.
Good luck.
Stand by.
Ready. Commencing calculation. Turn me there. That's the boundaries to divide one universe from another. So to lock onto his coordinates. For my next
Can you imagine being one that had to go through all the tapes to find the right little segment?
Yeah.
13!
13.
It's Peter Capaldi! Woo!
It'll be very interesting leave of character, or change of character.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it will be.
But the best part's gonna be all the, like, other girls and guys are like, he's not hot anymore! No. Fucking right, he's old and awesome. Haha!
I'm really interested to see like how he's gonna play the Doctor.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? John Hurt is hot.
Less than a month ago, and we can find out. It's gonna be-
John Hurts is hot.
He is. His fucking hotness.
I'd take it from John Hurt.
Gallifrey stand.
Right, stabs.
Bloop. There goes the planet. Disappeared.
Fuck you, Daleks!
I like how they didn't show the Daleks all like,
Yeah.
they didn't bother. They're like, nah, they'll just.
Glaze over that.
But it was. We failed doing the right thing. As opposed to succeeding in doing the wrong.
There's this ponderance of like whether or not they actually did change time. At least they tried to change time, you
Yeah.
know, for the better. It was,
Yeah, we tried. Yeah, shit happens.
Either no more.
Worst case scenario, everybody dies anyway.
Not very encouraging. How did we get here?
I love the smart glasses.
I should certainly hope so.
I have brainy specs.
It's been an honor. A privilege. Likewise.
I guess he didn't need them back then when he was old,
Half the man that you are.
but younger.
I shall be happy.
That's right, ain't I?
I love her.
I won't remember this, will I?
Time streams around us.
Haha, tying up loose ends!
So I will remember that I tried to save Gallifrey rather than burn it. I have to live with that. But for now, for this moment, I am the Doctor again.
It is cool when people add elements of changing the past, but then it's like it doesn't need to be part of history, but it just happened anyways. It's like it's really neat.
He could write himself a note.
He could.
Sure. By the way, this thing happened, and you were awesome.
Good to know. Thanks, self.
Now he becomes 9.
Makes sense. Bearing a bit thin. I hope the ears are a bit less conspicuous this time.
They aren't. They're still just as giant.
So this is him becoming Eccleston?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Eccleston a lot.
I won't remember either, so I might as well tell you. What? Well, it is where we're going, but we don't want to talk about it. I saw Trenton. Where we're buried. Dying battling with needles. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's how the story ends. Nothing we can do about it. Trenton was where you're going.
I wonder why he would be in a battle.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway. Good to know my future is in safe hands. Right, hold on it, Clara.
Only the British could go through an intergalactic time war and come out drinking tea on the other end.
When this came on, actually, my friends and I had a fucking tea party, and it was great. It was great. Wait,
It's awesome.
had British tea and actual biscuits. It was a good day. And yes, he always says that.
Need a moment alone with your painting.
He only has one more episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna
That's
lie, when
sad.
that comes on, I will cry. I will cry. I almost cried during this, actually. The first time.
Are you sure you didn't?
No, I am sure. Because I was around friends. Nope, nope, can't do it.
Not gonna do it.
Fuck, I refuse.
Tissue.
it's allergies. I
I could be a curator. I'd be great at curating. I'd be the great curator.
He would be bored out of his mind being a curator.
That's why he stopped.
He has 3D paintings, and they come out of things. Like, shit comes out of them. Best job ever!
Mm.
Also, he's kind of bad at it,
Like
so...
the collector. That would be a good job. I would be a creator if I could be the collector.
It's true. He gets cosmic stuff.
See, I didn't know who this was, but everyone in the theater obviously did. 'Cause
It's awesome.
They were all like,
Yeah, everyone in the theater like lost their shit.
I was like, what? Who? What?
You're like,
he
who's
must.
the old man?
He must be another Who. That's all. My assumption was that they were all not. They were all nods to Who. So
It's Tom Brady.
figured he's like the most favorited Who or something.
Yeah. Say that, but I like him a lot.
He's like the most popular, I guess, most classic one.
He's got the scarf!
But he's not wearing the scarf.
No! He's got a cane instead. I want the hat, too. He's got a hat.
How would he have aged after he had regenerated?
There are timey-wimey things going on.
Apparently,
It's time travel! Damn it.
time travel, but you can't time travel to your past, your future self if your future self isn't there.
Oh, no, you can. You can. Because of this.
Then where is it?
I'm just going by BBC rules.
Now you must excuse me.
Go on. Is that what I'm supposed to do now? Go looking for Gallifrey?
It's entirely up to you. Your choice. I can only tell you what I would do. If I were you... Oh, perhaps I was you, of course. Or perhaps you were me. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Well, it doesn't matter either way.
So his past self is senile, apparently.
He is just old.
But his future self is older, yet not senile.
Super childish, actually. He's like, haha!
Yes.
And fart jokes.
Everybody dreams. What you dream about, Sherlock. Same thing everybody dreams about, I tell her. I dream about where I'm going. She wasn't asking that. But you're not going anywhere, you're just wandering about. That's not true. Not anymore. I have a new destination. My journey is the same as yours, the same as anyone's. It's taken me
It's
so
kind
many years, so many
of
lives
cool that they gave him now like a purpose.
going.
Yeah.
He has a direction.
Being gone.
It's gone Voyager style now. He's going to try to go home.
Oh,
He's
that's a
going
bad
to. He's going to try to go home.
No!
War style.
No! You just ruined it!
Voyager style.
Ruined everything! Flip this desk! No.
Dun, 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 down and out, down and out, down and out, down.
I love that episode so much.
It's good. It's very good. I'm very interested now in watching episode 1, beginning of all ones.
Yeah. I have not watched those.
Yep, well, we'll be watching them.
Excellent.
Do they really need the Dalek voice actors in the credits?
Yes.
They all sound the same.
So, I mean, you still have to give people credit for showing up to work and reading the script.
It's true.
And be like, exterminate! Exterminate!
So they don't have to make the funny noise. The voice thing makes it for them. They can just go exterminate, exterminate.
Then it comes out correctly.
All right, that was fun.
It was fun. It's over.
Yep. So now from 1963 to 1989, the episodes are 25 minutes long, which works out for us because it's much easier to do a 25-minute episode. From 2005 onward, they're 45 minutes. But we'll be probably 55 by the time we're into those, so we don't have to worry about those yet.
Oh.
See, what I don't like about this plan is you won't get to see the new stuff unless we jump around.
We could do that.
I'll speed through all the new stuff, too.
That's true. We could try to watch like 2 episodes at once, at a time. So like episode 1 and 2, because I know that on An Unearthly Child, the first episode ends before they even go anywhere. And then it continues onward, so it's almost like a 2-parter. And they are only 25 minutes, so...
I was thinking we could watch, like a couple episodes of the old one, then watch a new one.
Or maybe like you
Couple
could you
episodes
could
of the
you
old
could you and Fate could pick like some of your favorite episodes from the new ones for us to watch. No, it has to be linear.
No, it has to be linear. This series in particular, it has to be linear.
You know how long it's been trying to get through CSI with 13 seasons? This is 50.
Yeah, but now we have a goal. This is a challenge. CSI was just, we're bored. That's why CSI.
No, I like
And-
CSI.
With New Who, I mean, you could jump into New Who like right now and be fine. So, you don't have to have any prior Who background to anything that's going on currently. So, well, I mean, with the Stephen Moffat takeover in season 5, it basically reboots again. So. 1 through 4 are their own thing, and then 5 through the current are their own thing. It helps to have 1 through 4 in your background as far as the reboot goes, but it's not really necessary, so...
Well, I guess we'll just see how it goes. I mean, it might be
Yeah.
so terrible that we can't do it. I mean, it could be. I mean, episode 1
it's
through,
true.
I mean,
It's
season
true.
1 through whatever could be like the worst thing we've ever seen, and just like after the novelty of the Who being introduced, it's just like can't watch this anymore.
Yeah. Well, even rewatching season 1 of the reboot, also with 9, it's really hard to watch still. It's really hard. Because...
Which one is?
The first episode of Gustafson's era.
2005.
Yeah, I do not like most of that season just because I'm like, it's really like because that first episode with the mannequins. I'm like, "Ah, God damn it.
It's hard to watch.
It's really
The
hard to
second
watch.
one was the second one where the Earth was ending was better. Hell,
Yeah,
we
no,
could
it
just
gets
skip
better.
the first
It
episode.
gets better.
The first
Hey,
episode was
You can't skip it. You gotta power through it.
It's like the
And
first episode,
and then-
episode of Firefly. You have to power through it.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. You gotta power through it.
yeah. Power through it. There's the chance that Alachi will never
Drunk
like
episode.
watch it again.
I'll never have to
Wrong
watch it though,
episode.
because I'll probably be dead by the time we get to it. So.
Uh,
All right. Any last comments? Anybody? Any of you guys want to add before we wrap it up? Besides, great episode. You liked it. Yay.
Yes,
That was great.
love it. I watched it a lot in the last 2 weeks since it's been out.
yeah, like every day.
That's a lot.
It's only been out a week.
Not every a week, really.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes, you've seen it every day.
Probably.
Every day on Twitter,
I
you're
watched
like, I'm watching. Hey, I'm gonna watch the Doctor Who.
Well,
Day of the Doctor again.
When I'm bored, I'm like, well, what should I watch? Yeah, watch this again. It's really good. It's really good.
Okay, well now you have to watch episode 1 of the very first season so we can watch it again next week.
God.
Yes.
I'm gonna go in blind. I will go in cold and blind on that one. I'll just be like, yep, let's go.
It's
I'll watch it
gonna.
live.
It'll be too difficult for us
No,
to talk
no, me.
about it
No,
while we're talking. Well, I mean, I guess we could try, but it'll be difficult because we'll be trying to catch up while
I'll go in
talking.
blind. Actually, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
We should watch it ahead of time.
yeah.
Watch one ahead of time.
Episode 1
Episode
of
one.
season 1 of the very first season of Doctor Who.
Why should he watch it first and watch it again?
The same reason why we watched the 50th anniversary episode before we talked
not
and did a running commentary, because you can't really have a running commentary unless you've already seen it, because it's just like when people talk in the movie you've never seen before.
Oh, that's,
It's
yeah,
very difficult to keep following the movie and have a discussion.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that with everyone. Festival of Pain.
You're the Doctor Who fan.
I don't want to watch them twice every time.
Well,
I mean, I guess we can. Yeah, you have a point. You have a point.
it's only
We wanna
25
follow it.
minutes.
In fact,
You
what I
can,
will do
while
is-
you're working, just put it on the side.
25 minutes times 800.
But it's 25 minutes like a week. That's nothing.
Okay, we'll do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Let's do it.
I mean, if anything, just while you're working or even anything, just have it running in the background so you can know what's going on so we can have a running commentary. Everyone's like shrinking into their like souls.
Well,
Like, oh God, what have we done?
All right, Classic Who. I'm adding to my Netflix watch list.
Wait, it's on Netflix?
All of Classic Who is all of it.
Wow.
Yep, all
Seriously?
Chromecast for the win.
all of
Oh,
it.
Whoa, sweet.
yes.
That's much more convenient.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. That's good to know.
Alrighty, if you want to contact us, if you have any suggestions or comments, you can comment below. Please subscribe, like us on Facebook at MetaTalks. I'm at Alachia on Twitter. Azixia is at Azixia, and Fate is at Fate3000.
Correct.
So, until next time, guys.
Until we do our next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.